Alright friends, Underskilled here, and today we are going to take a look at nullsec ice mining for the Winter Nexus event. If you clicked on this video and asked yourself, why the hell should I need a guide to go ice mining for the Winter Nexus event? I get your point. But if you searched for this or you maybe find it helpful, then this is the video for you, because I think a lot of new players have no idea how this works, and it's not complicated. That's why I said maybe a lot of people think you don't need a guide for this. It's really simple, but if you are pretty new to EVE, it can be somewhat daunting and you think maybe it's complicated, you don't want to try it. So let me talk you through it, because it's pretty simple. First of all, you need to be in a nullsec block, or at least some nullsec alliance that holds sovereignty and has a winter storm inside their sovereignty. If you are in Brave, no problem, we have a lot of that. But if you are in any other corporation and just found this video, yeah, you might want to join a nullsec corporation that holds sovereignty, or you want to try this out in lowsec or highsec. However, if your alliance holds sovereignty and has winter storms in it, you can check that pretty easily by going onto the new pretty good 2D map that came with the Catalyst update. First of all, go to Geography and Metaliminal Storms. Then you can see these clusters of yellow, orange and red systems all on your map. These are metaliminal storms. Some of them are not winter storms. They are just normal metaliminal storms. This one right here, this is a normal metaliminal storm. This one is a winter storm, and this one is a winter storm. I have no idea if you can tell it just by looking, if you can tell from just looking at the map, which ones are winter storms and which ones aren't. I checked it. So I went here, it is a winter storm, and I am already docked within this system. Keep in mind, these winter storms are PvP hotspots, so don't fly what you can't afford to lose, as always. The endurance is not all too expensive. It is priced at around 35 million. I think I paid somewhere between 50 to 70 million for that in the Brave staging system. Prices will go up for endurances, for ice mining lasers as the event goes on, but it's not too important. It's not too expensive. Plus, what should also be mentioned, you can only enter these sites if you are in a mining ship. So no Lokis can approach you and decloak right next to you. There's also an acceleration gate, which helps a little bit. But yeah, just be careful and yeah, don't be afraid to lose your ship. Let's go over the fit really quickly. These are just for mobility. You don't need this one. I have it. I don't know why. Prototype cloaking device, always pretty nice. Ice mining laser 2 can take that down to T1. Mining survey chipsets for more crits. Compact Microwarpdrive. I would really recommend fitting a Microwarpdrive, because you need to bounce in these sides from the side to the Orca and back, as you will soon see when we demonstrate looking at the side. Some tank and ice harvester upgrades. You can use ice mining drones. I preferred the combat drones. That's preference, I think. In the cargo hold, I only have the core scanner probes. So, without further ado, let's undock and take a look at how these sites actually work. So first of all, you want to always keep in mind this little window here. I am a bit progressed in the current step, so it's not all too intuitive. But your first step will be warp to an ice mining site, and after you warp there, you should claim your rewards. The next step is mine 7 blocks of ice. Do that, claim your reward. And then the third step is this one, loads of ice exchanged. That's 28 of these things, because you can also always exchange 7 ice for 1 crate. So you need 28 blocks to exchange for completion of this step. We have a Newton system. Let's just really quick check him. That looks like some kind of PvP alliance, so I might be a bit careful here. Actually, let's just warp to the ice side. These are the ones you are looking for. Friable, volatile, ice, whatever field, I think. It starts with friable volatile. You want to find these. There are sometimes ice storm systems. That's, by the way, how you can tell if you are in ice storm. There's always this buff in your system. There are ice storm systems where there are no friable volatile ice fields. But if that happens to you, just jump to the next system. I have never occurred that there are two systems next to each other and both have no ice fields. So as I mentioned before, there's this acceleration gate. It's an or commanded acceleration gate. Only mining ships can take it. So if people want to gank you, they need to be in a mining ship as well. So you warp to the SIG, you take the acceleration gate, you land on site. What now? You need to open your mining tab. I have a special ice tab, I don't know why, but you need to have your mining tab open to find these ice blocks. Oh, there are more newts. Interesting. Keep an eye on that. Approach the friable volatile ice, the asteroid. You can also activate your Microwarpdrive. That's why we brought it, because we need to bounce a little bit between these ice rocks and the Orca, which is over here. That's where we trade in the ice blocks. So we approached it, we start our mining laser, and we wait. Endurance! These newts have ice ships. That's not good. Yeah, we need to get out of here. Yeah, there he is. And we don't want to risk that, because if it's a newt and he is mining ice inside of Brave territory, he's probably PvP fitted, so not a risk we want to take. That's a good demonstration, however, but I need to take a break and I will come back to you when the newts disappeared. For you it will be no time. Alright, the newt has left and I am back. So let's undock and continue where we left off. By the way, if you want to continue watching to the end, we will take a look at almost all the loot I collected so far from these sites. I did not trade anything, I did not open any of the boxes yet I collected. And I did a bunch of this yesterday and a little bit more today. So if you're interested in that, stick through the end. But for now, we go back to the site, we enter through the acceleration gate again. And just to quickly go back to our little escape before, we did not need to escape if it wasn't a mining ship, because nothing else than mining ships can enter the site. But as it was an endurance and it was a newt and we are in Brave territory, chances are it was an endurance fitted out with drone damage amplifiers or something like that that was out to kill me. As you can tell, I also, or if you watched closely before, I also reduced my AD scan range to 1 IU, and I did had him on a 1 IU scan, and just before I warped off he was on me. So it was somewhat of a close call, I think. Yeah, just keep an eye on that. If there are new mining ships joining your system and they are newts, they are probably there to kill other mining ships. But to continue, we will mine this one. As you can tell, I already have 13 of these ice blocks in my mining hold, because it's not a really interesting demonstration if I show you how I stand here for half an hour and mine the 14 or something ice blocks. So we just wait until this one cycle goes through. then we will have 14 ice blocks, and I show you what you can do with them, because you can't sell them. They are worth nothing. I don't even know if they are sellable. What you can do, however, with them, and what you should do, is this orca. It should be, yeah, it should be on your standard mining tab, or if you have some kind of custom overview, you need to add it to that. You just approach the orca. Usually you want to fill up your entire mining hold in batches of 7 to trade them in. 14 is the maximum multiplicate of 7 that an endurance can hold, so it works fine. Just approach the orca, bounce against it, open the access menu, and you can see this trade option here. These packages are the ones you can loot. You can also collect this one, but you need the key from the LADs. That's an entirely different topic, which we won't go into in this guide. So we just pick 2 of them, trade 14 ice for 2 packages, yes. And there we have the packages. We also can now claim our reward, and as I mentioned before, the next step will be mining site entered. What that means, and that is something that is very important because it's easily forgettable, if you want to do this for your reward track progression, after you traded in 4 of these crates, you need to warp off your site, enter the site again, and then start mining again. It's a little bit unintuitive, but it has to be done just because otherwise you won't get any reward track progress if you just keep on mining in this site. So just to demonstrate that, we quickly warp to the Astrals, we quickly warp back to the site, and then you will see how the reward track progression continues. The site we warped to before is still highlighted, which will happen if you don't click any other signature in between, so you know where you were before. Warp there again. Later warp through the acceleration gate, but this one will fill up as soon as we land on the acceleration gate. Should be, yep, right now. Claim reward. And now you go through the acceleration gate, which I won't do right now. And now your next step would be harvest 7 units. You claim that, and then your next reward track is to trade in 4 of these crates. Alright, I will go back to the station now, and I will meet you in the next clip where we will open some of the crates. So we are back in station, and I got all the loot from today and yesterday here. 42 boxes. I don't know what this one is. I assume it's also from the ice mining because it was in the ship hangar of my endurance. If it's not, I'm not really sure. We will open that one at the end. First, let's take a look at these 42 boxes. You can open these, you can click initialize hacking, and then you see what comes out of that. That's shit. That's around 2 million. I can hack multiple. Interesting. What's that? That must be around 3 million. A skin and a booster that is probably not worth anything. We will hack a few separately, and then maybe we go down to 30, and then we'll hack 30 at once, just to get you some idea of what you can expect. As you have seen, you need 3 blocks of ice for one of those crates. So 7 blocks of ice for one of those crates. So this is what 7 blocks of ice give you. So far, I'm not all too convinced. But maybe some of these boosters are good. I mean, it appears to be around 2 to 3 million in blue loot, call it green loot, call it whatever, per box. So maybe that's not too bad. Not really sure. I think it's mainly the path progression, the event progress, that makes this activity worthwhile, because it's pretty AFK-able if you are not visited by a Newton system, as I was. But yeah, so far the loot has been pretty trash. God, that's 1 million. I mean, I think it also depends on where you are in the game. Oh, that's pretty nice. Rank 4 boosters are always pretty good. Wait a minute, what kind of booster is that? Oh, capacitor recharge. Okay, I think this one will sell for a lot someday. Currently, there are no market orders, at least in the Brave staging system. Maybe in Jitta already. Let's quickly take a look at that. Alright, I just checked it. I can't find any market orders, but I think this will sell for a pretty decent price. But to not make this overly long, let's just hack. We can't do a 30 now. Hack all, okay. Yeah, let's just hack all. Oh! True Sunshine Cap Recharger. 30 million. That's pretty good. Extended Brain Freeze, that also might be good. Do we get did we get any other 4 boosters? No, only that one. That's energy turret damage, that's not too good. Some skins. I mean, it's alright, no? 85 million in green loot. It's decent. I think I did it yesterday evening and this evening as well. Yeah, it's not the best moneymaker in the event, but it's pretty AFKable and it gives you pretty decent reward track progression. Now let's take a look into that because I have no idea what this is. Holy. I mean, that was a lot of garbage and 33 million in blue loot. But yeah. I mean, alright. Can deal with that. But yeah, that's everything for the ice mining sites. If you are watching this video and if you are not part of the Brave Collective, if you are looking for a nullsec alliance to get your feet wet within nullsec, if you are kind of a new player, I can recommend the Brave Collective. I don't want to give shit to any other alliance. I am a fairly new player myself. I started playing in July this year and I am pretty happy in Brave, and that's mostly due to 2 reasons. First reason, you have no obligations. There's no such thing as fleet participation tokens or something. And you have unrestricted access to the entire Imperium space, which is part of Esoteria, Faith Abolis, Impasse, Tenerifis, Deteroid, Immensi, Insmother, and I think part of Catch and now part of Omist as well. It's a lot of a really, really large region. You can freely do everything you want. You can red, you can mine, you can explore. The only restricted thing is moon mining. That is Alliance specific. But yeah, and everything else you are free to do whatever you want. Plus, if you join the Brave Empire, as I did, you are not be eligible to be war decked. So you can freely and safely fly around in high sec as well. That's just a little Brave plug at the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you soon.